Dreams are an important part of our life, but so often we either forget about dreams or fear them because we haven't learned their importance. But those who have been kept from dreaming enter into a state that resembles insanity in a very short period of time. Dreams are essential for our well-being. They help us work out problems. They help us resolve issues or stresses that we may have encountered throughout the day. And oftentimes, dreams carry a message. So today, we're going to look more deeply at the world of dreams. As we rise in our conscious understanding of all that is available to us, dreams become even more important. Not just the fact that you know that you're dreaming, but that you are able to use dreams, which is another resource to help you interpret what would be the best path for your life. So our helper today is Archangel Ramiel. Now, Archangel Ramiel's name is Angel of Hope. Now, what a lovely way to look at dreams. Instead of fearing the dreams that you may encounter, let's learn to assume that dreams are here to guide us and to give us hope. So, Archangel Ramiel will help you connect with your inner guidance, and he is one of the 7 archangels who is said to stand closest to God. His color is silvery white, and his flower is the gardenia. So if you are wanting to ask for his help, you can burn a candle, a white candle, that is the fragrance of gardenia, and that will help create a pathway for you to receive information from him a little more clearly. He is most often sent to you by God when you are in deep distress, and he comes with the warning that please do not ask for the help of Archangel Ramiel if you really are not interested in changing. If you are just looking for a band-aid, you just want things to get better for a minute, then don't call on Archangel support. The archangels are asking you to transform your life for your good. So they are going to expect that you will be serious about your transformation when you call on their power. So Archangel Ramiel can help you if you are depressed or feeling lost and confused. But you must understand that you are calling on powerful energy. His name means God's mercy, and also the thunder of God. This is a representation of the kind of power that he brings with him. He will help you connect with your inner guidance, and he will help to bring harmony. But as always, he can only give you what you are willing to receive. Therefore, it's important that you really get clear that you are wanting to receive help and guidance before you embark on an angel campaign. You're always going to receive help. That is never going to be refused, but you will get the most help when you are ready. Archangel Ramiel is a really powerful help in dreams, and he wants to help you use your dreams for guidance. And so let's take a minute now and take a look at how you can best prepare yourself to get information from your dreams. As always, if we go into something and we just say, well, I kind of think maybe this might be a good idea, you're going to get kind of maybe results from whatever it is that you're attempting to do. So before you say that you're going to commit yourself to learning about dreams and using what they have shared with you, get serious. Get serious by setting the intention. Set the intention that I'm going to remember and benefit from the information that is shared in my dreams. And one of the ways that you can do this is to get yourself a dream journal. So make sure before you go to bed, you have sitting by your bed a journal and a pen or a pencil, whichever you like to write in. With any time that we step out of our outer senses and into our inner world and our inner guidance and our inner senses, we want to use the tools that feel best to our outer senses. You are stepping away from what is known and you're going into an area that may not be as comfortable or as well known to you. Therefore, I find it is always easier when you use tools with your outer senses that are comfortable for you to use. So get a dream journal, make sure it's within easy reach, set the intention every night. Now, if you are falling off to sleep and you say, oh my gosh, I got to set an intention, and you have chosen to write an intention, you don't need to get up and turn on the light and get your glasses if you wear glasses. Just relax. Learn to use your inner guidance with ease instead of force. So I am going to share with you an intention in just a minute, and you may choose to write that down and keep it by your bed. But always, if you find that you are falling off to sleep and you're so relaxed and comfortable, but you have forgotten to set the intention, just allow yourself to say, oh, I will remember my dreams with ease. That's all you have to do. You don't have to make it complicated. Remember, the easier you allow it to be, the more that you're going to participate with consistency. And that is really the answer to learning any of these forms of communication with the energetic realm. Consistency. If you do it once perfectly and you don't do it again for another month, you will have gained very little. If you do it not so great for every day in the month, you will have gained a great deal, and you will be much better at using your dreams than you were at the beginning of that month. So commit to doing the best you can and start where you are, but commit to being consistent. So you've got your dream journal, you've got your intention, which is used to just program your mind. There's nothing magical or mystical about it. It's just those things which we repeat often enough to ourselves, we will remember, whether they are positive or negative. However, intentions and affirmations should be set in the positive and in now. So you don't want to say, I'm going to remember my dreams tomorrow. That means, or is interpreted by the conscious mind, oh, tomorrow he wants to remember his dreams, or tomorrow she's going to do something about her dreams. Stay in the present moment, which is the only moment that you can occupy, and make sure all of the words that you say to yourself that you want to impact your life are set in this moment, that as though you have already acquired whatever it is that you're intending. And make sure that it's positive, and then repeat it throughout the day. And that's a good practice to get into. As you think about going to sleep, begin telling yourself, maybe as you're getting ready for bed, I'm going to remember my dreams. I'm going to remember my dreams. I'm going to easily remember my dreams. It's easy for me to remember my dreams. I always remember my dreams. Some kind of dialogue that you say to yourself as you're preparing to go to bed. And anytime you think about sleep throughout your day, or you think about dreams, you want to say a positive intention, affirmation that will help stabilize this thought in your mind so that it really will be easy for you to remember your dream in the morning. Or if you should wake up in the middle of the night with a dream fresh in your mind, go ahead and write it down then. You don't have to wait until morning. But if you do wake, you want to write it down then, because you are conditioning yourself to remember. However, if you've slept through the night, just write down whatever you remember as you wake up. So, upon waking, you've written your dream and you want to write exactly what has happened. Don't embellish, don't try to interpret, just write it down as is. And then reread what you've been given. As you're writing it down, don't try to come to any conclusions. You're going to muddy the waters. But as you reread, you're going to give yourself permission to have clarity. So you set the intention. I easily remember my dreams and recall them in the morning. Or it's easy for me to remember and recall my dreams every morning. Now, as you wake up, you're writing your dream just as it happened. You're not trying to make come to any conclusions or embellish it in any way or interpret it. You want as much of the dream as it happened as possible. Now, as you're rereading, you give yourself a mental clarity treatment, and that would be something like this. I now give myself permission to understand my dreams. I easily interpret their message. Before you went to sleep, it's easy for me to remember and clearly recall my dreams. As you are writing them, you write down exactly as the dream was given to you, and now as you're trying to do the interpretive work, you tell yourself, I now give myself permission to understand my dreams. I easily interpret their message. Now, here comes a really important part. Don't get upset if you don't have immediate understanding. Anytime we put a negative emotion between ourselves and our insight, we create a block. As you are in the beginning of your dream understanding and interpretation, it may take some searching to figure out what it means. You may need to meditate on it. You might need to Google some of the symbols and the imagery that you've encountered. You may just need to let it percolate in the back of your mind. But this is only going to happen successfully if you allow yourself to keep a positive mental attitude and keep affirming that you easily interpret your dreams. Don't make it difficult. Understand that, like any skill, you're going to need to build up your expertise. So in the beginning, give yourself time and do whatever you need in order to support your ability to interpret your dream. The only thing you don't want to do is to get upset. And remember, we can always ask for clarification. Archangel Ramiel, if you're really serious about understanding your dreams, ask Archangel Ramiel, who is God's thunder, to come and help you interpret your dream. And go through your day alert. Be on the lookout for signs from your angels, because they are always wanting to communicate with you, and they will, if you have asked, be wanting to communicate the meaning of your dream. So please go forward with an open heart and an open mind, knowing that the answer is going to be given to you as long as you stay open and aware. Really important that you continue to keep that awareness around you. And then the last thing that you want to do, if you still need clarification, you've gone all through the day, you've really worked on staying alert, and you've even done a Google search perhaps on some of the imagery, but you're still finding yourself, just not really clear. Hey, you got another night coming up. Ask for a clarifying dream. So you might have symbology or imagery that just doesn't make sense to you. Instead of getting upset, you work through the day, and if it still isn't clear as you begin falling asleep, Archangel Ramiel, thank you for sending me clarification on this dream that I have yet to really understand. Archangel Ramiel's presence will feel like intense love and connection. So his job and his purpose is to help you deepen your spiritual connection in all ways. He doesn't just work through your dreams, but dreams are one of the primary ways that he's going to help you. Surrender to your angelic guidance. Understand that the angels are God's helpers, and they have only love, and they are coming to you on the wings of love. You do not need to fear them, and you absolutely will gain valuable insight by opening and being receptive to them. Now, how do you know if you're dealing with an angelic being? There's only one way. Remember that they are God's helpers. And God is love, and God is good. So if the energy that you are interacting with is not loving and does not make you feel good, release that energy, renew your energy, go within, close your eyes, align with God, anchor yourself in the earth, open yourself up to receiving angelic guidance that is from God. It can only be angels if it's good and loving, because the angels work with God, who is good and loving. But don't be afraid to release that dark energy. You're not getting rid of angelic help. You're releasing darkness from within you. So now, let's take a look at Archangel Ramiel and how he can help you connect even more deeply with your inner guidance. And he begins. Dear ones, those of you who fear the dark, fear the night, and fear the visions which seek you out, are not understanding the power and the purpose of your dreams. However, it is often true that one fears that which one can neither which one can neither understand or explain. Therefore, I, Archangel Ramiel, am here with you this day to help you understand the treasure that is yours. I invite you also to explore your inner world. It is time for all of you who are growing in your conscious awareness to make full use of the gifts that have been freely given to all. Let us lament not that some already use these gifts with ease, but instead set about learning how to use them for yourself, because as always, they will not open for you all at once, but with your continued and devoted attention, along with the clearing of your heart of all obstacles and condemnation, you will find that the treasure chest that is you opens wider and wider with each inquiry. I tell you now that it is time for you to put all of your awareness to good use. While you sit in the darkness of ignorance and unbelief, many lies and hardships can be perpetrated against you. Do not sit alone in the dark any longer. Rise up and claim the gift of your birthright. Open up so that you become aware of all of your senses and begin questing after the truth of your being. Be a slave to deceit no longer, but remember this truth of God. That which is from your heavenly Father hurts no one, including yourself. It uplifts everyone and does only good. Truth that is a part of God knows only abundance, expansion, and joy. Sickness, lack, and poverty is of the dark and unworthy of a child of God. This day, I, Archangel Ramiel, encourage you to look beyond the surface. Extend yourselves beyond what is seen. Open the inner chamber of your being and allow love to flood your awareness. Everything and more is available to you when you step away from fear, lack, and limitation. Journey with me, Archangel Ramiel, into your inner world of enlightenment, where both knowledge and power await you. Align with your truth. You are a child of God, and you cannot fail. You can grow stronger. You can grow wiser. You can grow in your truth and understanding of all that has been given to you and all that God is. But you cannot fail. You can learn new ways how not to approach a problem. You can expand your awareness of what you do not want. But you cannot and will not fail unless you give up or you never begin searching for all that you are. So I encourage you now. Take advantage of your dreams. Call on Archangel Ramiel to help you. Open yourself up to all that awaits you. And get serious about transformation. The only thing that you're going to lose are all the parts of yourself that weren't working. All of those aspects of you that feel small or stifled or just not flowing. Those are the aspects of yourself that are going to slowly drop away when you start opening yourself up to all of that wisdom that God is pouring forth unceasingly into your mind and into your heart. Unconditional love is a fountain of knowledge, well-being, and abundance from God. And God wants you to receive it. But you must allow yourself to receive. No one is going to force you, and no one can or will do it for you. You must be a willing participant. You must take part. But I encourage you, your greatest good is waiting on the other side of fear. Let go of everything that isn't working. Let go of those old worn-out ideas that are not serving you anymore. And embrace your greatest good. Embrace the love that's being poured forth into you. And just let go of all of those feelings of unworthiness. Remember, you're a child of God, and you cannot fail. So, pleasant dreams. Remember to write them down. Repeat the affirmation throughout the day if you remember, or before you go to sleep, and you will begin remembering and understanding your dreams easily. So, thank you all for being here and being a vital part of the community. As always, I invite you to join me on my website, marciamartinthehearthealer.com. Marcia spelled M-A-R-C-I-A, or mmhearthealer.com. And on my website, you'll have an opportunity to join our Healing Hearts community. Just click on the community tab, or sign up for coaching if you really want to dive deep. And if you feel that you can really learn well on your own, then I have wonderful classes on specific subjects that will help you expand and open to all that you are. But as always, I extend my deepest gratitude for all of you, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, for sharing, for being a vital part of this beautiful world that is coming into existence as we allow more kindness and more love and more joy to flow from us out into the world. It flows first to us from God and creates a well of joy within us. But then as we open our hearts, we flow it out into the world. So I thank you for being part of my joyful, abundant, and fabulous world. So until next time, I'm sending you all my love and my deepest gratitude.